When you hear the beats when the stream starts, you know it's a good day. You know it's a good day. It's Friday. Oh boy, do we got a stream. Just wait till I show you guys. Good morning, Miss Krister, Eric, Arco, Waldo, Tyler. Not the ORB is one thing. Today is a good day for sure. Good start to the month of August. Getting my first payout of August. Take Profit Trader, baby. Take Profit Trader. Gonna take out $760 today from Take Profit Trader to start the month of August. Now, Take Profit Trader is the best prop firm because of that reason. But yeah, didn't trade all the accounts. Obviously, leave a couple for the stream, but I'm gonna trade probably this account or this account on stream. But do I have some stats for you that are gonna blow your mind? I have compiled how much profit I have actually made in my accounts for the month of July. And since May, when I started doing the new version of ORB, I've compiled all my accounts, even the blown ones and everything. So all the profit I've made. You know, I never knew how much money do I make money? Do I lose money? I have no idea. Right? I know I'm getting payouts, but am I actually profitable? Like, you know, am I blowing more accounts than I'm making payouts with? So am I actually net negative on the P&L? And what I mean by that, by profit, is not the, you know, I posted on Twitter and everyone's like, oh, you could just track your eval fees. I'm like, that's not all I'm talking about. I'm talking about how much money did I make in July in these accounts? How much simulated profit did I make? And it's absurd. It makes me question so many things. We're going to talk about it a little bit later when we get more people on the stream. Right now, if the market is going down again, it's not going to be a good day for me. I don't know how to trade this market. I know if I go short, it's probably gonna but yeah, had an issue with TradeSyncer again, guys. TradeSyncer messed up again. I caught it too soon. On TradeSyncer today. If I would have caught it a little bit later, obviously when I went short, if I would have caught it a little bit later, where the hell is it? See? If I would have caught it a little bit later. There's something wrong with my NinjaTrader because it does not show this on NinjaTrader. And yeah, if I would have just gone out a little bit later, I would have banked. It's all good. It's all good. I was nervous because I saw it like up here. I was down. I was like, oh, there's the TraderFi accounts. So I might try the desktop version of the copy trader because TradeSyncer has been messing up for me for those accounts for pretty much every single day. There's something wrong. I think it's the fact that I'm using different sizes. So it's not TradeSyncer messing up, actually, guys. It's not TradeSyncer messing up. Yeah, I can't say TradeSyncer. It's Replicanto messing up. because this is the account. This is the account that I copied to TradeSyncer, and it copies flawlessly. So this account copies flawlessly on TradeSyncer. So it's not TradeSyncer, it's Replicanto. Should make you wonder if you should trade your own funds? I'm sure no, not that. It makes me wonder, should I grow the accounts and not take payouts? Do I want to be the next big $1 million payout trader from Apex? Or do I not care? I'll get there slowly. Oh yeah, JW, I'm gonna share. Yeah, of course I don't want to share now because it's 5 minutes into the stream and then I'm gonna have to repeat myself 100 times. And I still gotta input trade of 8 because I did this at 2 o'clock in the morning last night. I have like I could not even sleep. I saw the stats and I could not even sleep, guys. I am amazed. Makes me even wonder, what am I even doing here? It's 9:46. I should be at the beach. Or heading down to the beach. The opening trades stats are insane. We're going to talk about it. But yeah, this is a very, very big dump. I guess it's time to buy more stocks in Robinhood because, man, last 2 days has been brutal. I did pass 2 evals as well. I think this one I blew. Yeah, this one I longed. I blew this one, but I passed a couple evals. I didn't even trade all of them. I passed these. I don't know how. I don't know how I didn't blow it on the way up here. I hope I didn't blow it. I hope it's... You know how like sometimes in Rhythmic, you could pass, but it's going to say inactive? I'm assuming this is good. So I'll be back to 20 accounts with Apex on Monday. I didn't trade Bull Knox. Just didn't get to it. The news was horrible too. It was very choppy. Is that the Jersey Shore or something? Yes, I've been on the show before. Multiple times. I've been at the show multiple times. I've been to so many events that they filmed at. I'm always in the background, but you DJ for the show on photo booth. My friend's DJ, so that's how I got in. I've never seen it, to be honest. I get text messages like, "Oh, is that you?" I'm like, I guess that's me. All right, how are we gonna trade this, guys? How the hell are we gonna trade this? This is just straight dump. Do you guys make any money shorting this? My goodness. Yeah, I might have to start scalping to the short side here and just... I got my payout approved with Elite Trader funding yesterday, guys. So did I update the payouts? Yeah, so $50,282 for July. $106,000 in 2 months. and then 36 in $142,000 in 3 months in payouts. Unbelievable. And we're just getting started, guys. We're just getting started, to be honest. Things are looking better than ever. The feeling is insane compared to, like, you know, just a few months ago. All right, we're gonna trade this account. Why are you asking your mother-in-law for money? Come on, man. Do pracy. The easy short is over. That's what I said yesterday, you know, but it kept dumping. I was surprised we didn't get a bounce yesterday. And I have to attempt the first two-legged pullback. There's no way I'm not. I'll regret it, but we'll see if it works. It's already kind of weak. Oh, you have to pick up a friend from the airport? Well, I'm driving my parents to the airport today. So I have to end the stream by 2 o'clock. Not even. Yeah. I have to eat and then go get them. So probably 1 o'clock I'll end the stream today. Unless we have a horrible day, and then but even going just over the stats, that's gonna take me an hour. What's the earliest you'll show up to the airport for a flight? So if I fly, I book my flights around 11 to 12 o'clock in the afternoon or in the morning, whatever you want to call it. And I get to the airport at like 8 o'clock in the morning. So I could get through the gate. So I could sit down. I could open up the laptop, order myself some breakfast, get a Red Bull, and trade at the airport. It's one of my favorite things to do. And sometimes even grab a cold one, even though it's 5 o'clock somewhere, you know? I remember when I was flying to the Bahamas and my friend was with me for a wedding. And we were eating, and I'm like, yeah, I just got to trade really quick. And I showed it to him. He's like, oh my God, what the hell was that? Man, what a week this could have been. What a... unfortunate circumstances between yesterday, copy trading issues, and then one tick away from take profit on Wednesday. On the laptop screen, I can't even see the buttons. What do you mean? Yeah, I passed 2 accounts. Of course, I forgot to cancel the 50K accounts. I always do this. Okay, Okay, I'm gonna take that two-legged pullback there. We'll see what happens. First one is the best one. Why? What's going on with the one tick misses? Come on. It's Friday market. Be nice. Unbelievable. Fuck. Get up there. Get up there, as Jay says. There we go. All right, 584 there. So we had a nice trap here too. So I can never stop out right there because that's the trap. So we have two-legged pullback into a trap, and it's. But why did I have to get missed by a tick? I don't understand that. But see, the first two-legged pullback usually works. It's like, what do you do after that? Yeah, it's always scary. Every trade is scary, bro. I'm over that. I'm over the fear, especially now that I see my stats. I'm like, oh, I forgot about the 15-minute opening range trade. Oh. Damn, I forgot about that today. That would have been a winner too. A little stressful. If I would have entered here, that would have been pretty stressful. Probably would have stopped out, to be honest. Who knows? You know, we'll see what the news does. Probably gonna be dud. If NFP barely moved. You guys want me to send it on the news? I'm sending it. I'm feeling so good right now. That's if the news is gonna be positive. 2 minutes. What's the news? I don't even know. PMI. No, PMI was 945. Hit the likes, guys. The more likes, the more likely we do a giveaway today. I am going to unveil my stat for the last 3 months for my trading profits, man. It's insane. And how I got kind of motivated to do that was I wanted to, and then I saw Kane post that he made like 200K in July. I don't know what he trades or how he trades, whether it's one account or whatnot. But I'm like, if he trades prop firms, then I wonder how much I made. So I decided to see if I could. First, I made a joking post. I'm like, I wish I knew. And then I forgot that I could export the stuff from QUANTOWER fairly easily.
Good luck, Alpine. Have fun. Send it!
Yeah, that didn't work. The news was negative. Wow, what a meltdown. Oh my goodness. I think Kane just trades one live account. Okay. I don't even want to look at my Robinhood account right now. The gains are just being vanished. Look at that. We're almost back to. Oh my God. This whole run up we had since July, it's gone in 2 days. Oh God. Look how slow it takes to go up and boom. Yeah, so Take Profit Trader has, I just got the email again, a refund on the account. Yeah, sometimes it takes the elevator down, but sometimes it just jumps out the window. What up, Jay? How was your morning? Are you still under review? I sized down a lot. I see on my trade. It's only made 20 grand. With that many accounts, I should be making like 30. All right, do we take another one? That's the big boy bounce right there. Just casual 50 points. Oh, I missed it. How did that happen so fast? Oh my God, I missed it, guys. Wow, I was looking up something. There was a two-legged pullback right there. Easy win. Oh, is there going to be a trap? Oh, the FOMO, man. That was an easy win, but of course the FOMO got me. Unbelievable. I'm an idiot. I missed this trade, and see what I do. See what I'm saying? Like, we are the biggest enemies of our own self. Missed this entry there. Oh. How can trading be so frustrating? So much fun, but so frustrating at the same time. That's a win right there. No fill. Crazy. All right. Maybe switch over to another account. Beautiful trap right there. Didn't get a fill. Unbelievable. So see, it's like here you have a pullback, new high. So this previous swing becomes a trap, right? So you have the same thing here. It's just a little bit bigger. ORB, well, 1 minute. I don't know. I guess. Actually, I don't know if the 1 minute ORB would work today. Because you would have entered right here and you would have again caught. No, it wouldn't have worked. Oh, it's definitely short bias. There's no. Do you do 1 minute ORB every day? No. Did I put a stop in ORB? Not today. Did I have to? I waited a couple seconds before. Today was tricky though. Today I wasn't sure which way I'm gonna go. Today I was a late entry. I was a late entry today. See, I didn't enter on the first. I entered on the second 30-second candle. The first time it missed me, and then I wasn't sure. Today was a late one. Good morning, Gloria. Very green today, yeah. I sized down a lot, actually. I might size up again. I don't know. Like, this is not bad, but like the 50K accounts, but this should be making more than 1,000. The 250K account. But I think my next payout with Apex, I'm gonna request like a bigger one. This month, guys, I am going for a 100K month. I don't know if you guys remember that, but at least that's the goal. That's the dream. If I don't get there, I'm not gonna cry about it, right? But that's the dream, to get $100,000 in payouts this month. Do I keep a fixed stop of 86? No. I'd rather take the trade a little later and be more confident. Taking it more later doesn't make you more confident. You could actually lose on the trade because you took it too late. What are you gonna do with all the money? Invest mostly. Well, not even. Obviously, projects at the house. That's gonna cost me quite a lot, and then I want to do my backyard, and then dream is to buy my dad a car, because my mom needs a new car. So I'm gonna buy my dad a car, and then my mom would take my dad's car. What car? Porsche Cayenne. My brother is a Porsche mechanic, right? So it's either a Porsche or a Lexus. I can't really get anything else. Well, no, I wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't buy it fully. No, like Volvo and Mercedes, BMW. My brother can't work on those cars. They're all locked. You know, you would need to go to a dealer to do the work, and that's not worth it. Do I like German cars? I like Porsches and Audis. Not even. I like Audi, like R8. I'm not a fan of BMW, and I'm not a fan of Mercedes, to be honest. But Mercedes is the best luxury car in my opinion. If I was into luxury, but I'm not. BMW, I just have bad taste of it, because every time I drive is a BMW, and they want to race, or they honk, or the car's popping freaking like a gunshot. That doesn't sound good. I don't know what to tell you, but but there's once you get into the M series BMWs, and they're great cars, expensive. Mercedes is a luxury in the USA, but taxi cab in Europe. What's a luxury car in Europe then? That's not Pagani is Pagani is not a luxury car, dude. Pagani probably doesn't even have a sound system, and it's probably the most uncomfortable car to drive. That is not luxury, dude. Come on, Ghost Bear. I love Pagani, but that's a hypercar. That's not a luxury car. There's a big difference. That was funny. The Maybach is a Maybach is a luxury car you get driven in. You don't drive a Maybach. Okay, you don't drive a Maybach. Well, nice bounce there. We got ourselves a nice bounce. I'm just gonna scalp the traps. See if we could get some more trades in. But Ghost Bear, you don't understand the difference between luxury and a sports car in Europe. Like, there's a big difference between a luxury car and a race car for the street or a sports car. Like my car, my dad would freaking hate to drive in because it's so loud and so bumpy and you hear everything in the car. It's uncomfortable for some people. I love it. That's what I like. I like to feel the car when I'm driving it. I don't want to feel like I'm driving on the cloud. BMW i7. I don't like electric cars at all. I go to the grocery store in my Porsche. I have enough space in my Porsche for two carry-ons. So I could do full shopping, no problem in the Porsche. I can't do like, Home Depot trips. I gotta buy a shovel or something. Can't fit that in there, but I have 4 cars. I want to buy a new van though. That's another thing, Gloria. That's another thing I want to do is buy a new van. My van is 10 years old now. So obviously there's gonna be some issues. So I want to, instead of repairing it, I just want to trade it in and get a new one. Because if I get one more van, it's probably gonna last me till end of my DJ career, to be honest. 15 years. What are my other cars? I have a Jeep Grand Cherokee for my daily, and then I have a Sprinter van and I have a Porsche Boxster. One of my first big payouts, not really big, but one of my early big payouts, I went to buy the Jeep. Let me see if I can find the post. There she is. Just a SUV. I really, maybe I'll get a Porsche Cayenne one day, but to me, it's just a car. You know, from get to point A to B when it's raining. Full tint looks pretty good. What else do I need? You know. I could use a pickup truck though. One day pass is permitted with Bullnox? Yes, it's 1 day to pass. It's 1 day to pass with Apex, Bullnox, Tradeify, Lucid. Who else is 1 day to pass? I don't know. I'm thinking about getting more accounts, guys. I need to get more accounts either with TickTick. I also watched a video with the CEO of Elite Trader Funding. And I have a question for the people that do the interviews. Like, if I had a CEO of a prop firm on my stream, I'm asking them questions, not having a conversation about, you know, why did you start the prop firm? No, I'm asking details. What are the biggest struggles of the prop firm? You know, how do you work with putting people live? What's the criteria? Stuff like that that actually makes sense. Not, you know, what made you start the prop firm? Which was a good question, actually, or at least it was a good answer by the owner of... I missed that trap right there, didn't I? The owner of ETF said it perfectly. He's like, we started a prop firm because we suck at trading. He literally said that. I was like, oh, finally an honest CEO. They're denying people for what? I just saw an ad. No rules, just 0.5% of your account a day or something. All my lights are not on. Wow, what a move, guys. Got to pump it up and don't you know, pump it up. Got to pump it up and don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. YK says I'm killing it with the ORB, but my mind keeps telling me I need to find a second method. Yes, you do. I got a bunch of DMs. People are doing it successfully, so it works. But definitely need to have. It's hard to put all your accounts into one trade. Apparently, straight to funded accounts on TikTok, you can full port on use and just stack basis from there. That's when the prop firms get in trouble. That's why I love Elite Trader Funding, for the reason why they have such strict rules. The CEO actually talked about that. You know, the biggest struggle right now is the people that are gaming the systems, and people got smart. You know, they know how to get payouts without actually trading well. Like, we might not be able to trade very well for a very, very long time, but to get a payout on Apex, to get a payout on a lot of these prop firms, you have to trade well for 7 to 10 days, right? It's easy to trade well for 1 day. Are there any prop firms that allow bracket orders at the open? I think all of them except Apex. I don't know of any besides Apex that don't allow the brackets. Which I thought they allowed the brackets, but now it says they don't. I remember John specifically saying you could do whatever you want. just use a stop. So what a bracket order is if I went, let's say, long here and short here before news or something like that. Egal with the donation and the comment. Really disappointed with prop shop traders. Submitted second payout balance was reduced. I thought its processing kept trading. Account failed and payout rejected. Ooh. So they took the money out of the account and they didn't pay it to you, huh? Nice. Very nice. That's the only prop firm that I've ever seen do that. How much was the payout? And that's why you go with the prop firm like Lucid Trading or Tradeify or whatever and get paid in 2 minutes. So you don't even have a chance to blow your account. Am I still using TPT? TPT is the best prop firm out there. My first payout of the month is TPT right here. $760 coming to my account today. And then Monday, hopefully I'll get one more account to pay out, and then I'm going to increase size on this account. And then I'm going to trade one account that is at payout. I'm not going to touch the other one. I'm going to leave it be. And then, or I'm going to just trade it very small. I'm going to trade it with like one contract or 2 contracts. So if I take a loss, it's not going to be like huge. It'll be like $800. But if I win, it's going to make me $200 a day. So, $200 a day for a week, that's $1,000. It adds up. But we'll see what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to grow this account, and I have one more account to activate. I have one more account to activate with the lead trader funding. So why am I even trading this account, right? Why am I going to scalp this account when I could just activate one more? The market's pumping it up. Much easier to trade today than yesterday. James. I love James. He doesn't listen to me when I text him and then he's asking me a question. He's like one of you guys sometimes. You pass, sign it. Okay, guys, 60. Oh, I got 2 more accounts to activate with delete. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I have 2 more. Let's go. That's gonna be it for me. I'm not gonna do more than 10. Or here's $160 spent on evals. Activations for August. So now the goal is to get to 5 lucid, 5 take profits, and then I don't know, maybe 1 more bull knocks, and then I guess trade day. Who else can I trade with? I gotta try new prop firms, I think. Once I show you guys the stats, you will see why. Do you rotate the accounts you trade? A little bit, yeah. Like you see, like I didn't trade like some accounts today. I'll trade them on Monday. Like I just don't want to. I always want to be securing the bag a little bit. Speaking of securing the bag, yesterday someone asked me on Twitter. He asked me in my comment. So I made a post talking about what I'm going to talk about today. So I said I taken out $48,000 in July in payouts, which now is at $50,282. But I have no idea how much actually I have made in trading profits. Now, everyone thought I was talking about expenses versus payouts. No, I'm talking about how much money did I actually accumulate in my trading accounts. I want to kind of keep track to see what the actual P&L is. It has to be well over 6 figures between the accounts. And I was saying some other stuff. Hire an assistant. Don't need that. And this genius of a trader who probably doesn't even make money trading yet, based on his profile, he says milking props and being profitable trader are not the same thing. So milking a prop firm, being profitable trader, just not the same thing. Understood. Always said that. Which do you want to be long term? So I respond politely. I want to be wealthy. I want to have no mortgage. I want to have lots of investments in the S&P 500 and other stocks and maybe even Bitcoin. I want to be healthy. I want to be financially independent somewhat, meaning that I still want to be always have to work. I don't want to be just retired and have too much money. I want to be able to always work because that's what drives people. You always need to work. If you just don't work, I've seen it as an EMT. Once people retire, it's not good. They decline very, very fast because it's always about the journey, not the destination. And then, just not want to worry about if I, yesterday I went to get tires for my Jeep. The guy's like talking to me. He's like, oh, we got these tires, because he's dealing with a lot of people that don't have money, right? So he's assuming everyone's the same. So he's telling me these prices. I'm like, dude, yeah, well, that's fine. Those are perfect. Do you want to do an alignment? Yeah, sure. Why not? I don't even ask the price. I'm like, yeah, just do it. That's being somewhat financially independent already. But that's what I want to be. I don't care about trading a real account. Plus, I would never trade. If I trade full time by myself, I am mostly going to be trading stocks. Futures are going to be just the open range trade, I think. How many prop firms do you think exist? A lot. There's so many. But yeah, what is the aim of business? Trading life. In life, you got to be healthy, you have a family, and you make money. That's anyone that's talking about, oh, I'd rather be a good trader than make money. Hi. We'll wave to you from the other side. You'll be at the shore, we'll be on the boat. You know? Go for it. Be a beautiful trader, you know? Trade your 1 to 10R with 1 micro. Go for it. It's like those comments just bother me, man. Not even bother me, like they bother me as in like there's something wrong with those people, I feel like. And it bothers me that, you know, they need help. Yeah, let's see if our Elite Trader funding account's active. I think I want to get Phidias too, though. I need Phidias accounts. But I won't be able to copy trade them because I don't trust the copy trader with that. Even though I did have an issue with the copy trader today too. How long does it take you to pass an eval on Apex? 1 trade. This was today. It was supposed, I don't know why one didn't copy, so I was supposed to win 3 and lose 3, but it didn't work. That's okay. I only need 2 anyway. I don't waste time on evals if I don't have to. Like on Elite Trader funding, obviously it's 1 day. Tradeify did the same thing. But then when you take like Take Profit Trader, for example, then I trade normally. I trade with my opening trade. So I just activated another Elite Trader funding account. And the cool thing is they refund you the fee as well. So the way Take Profit Trader refunds you a fee is they actually give you a credit into your wallet once you request the first payout. And what Elite Trader Funding does is they refund you the fee of what you paid for the account for the eval in the activation. So see how my account just starts at $250,051. They added the $51 into your account. So you don't get the refund, but you do. Just wait till I show you guys the stats. Just wait till I show you guys the stats of how much money I actually made in July, and then we'll break down every month. So I put in the last 3 months into the journal. Yeah, I wish ETF didn't put people live so fast. ETF would be great. Well, they put people live quick, so, you know, can't say they're that good. I just trade with them because it's an opportunity, but I don't, like, you know, I can't count. That's why I never, like, counted how much money I'm making in these accounts because it's not my money, right? I'm never going to be able to request the payouts from all these accounts and everything that's below the drawdown. So, like, on the 250K account, until I get to 6,500, that money I'll never see. So, like, you see how I made $1,000 on this? I'll never see that money. That's never going to be mine. It's not possible with Elite Trader funding. With Apex, yes, because you could get to unlimited payout. But Elite Trader funding, nope. You'll never get your buffer back. Technically, JX, yes, but actually, no. Is that the right way to say it? It's all right, Tyler. It's, you know, it's such cheap accounts that it's worth it. You know, it's extra. You're gonna make extra 50 to 100 grand. Maybe not. Most people are gonna make like, you have to trade very aggressive to make 50 grand. But let's say you make 20, 30 grand. That's gonna pay for half a year of expenses. It's an opportunity. It's pretty easy, straightforward. They pay you right away as far as approval. I got approved yesterday. Requested yesterday, got approved yesterday. No rules. As far as, you know, restrictions on trading, it's just P&L has to be consistent. And who knows, maybe they'll keep people on the sim accounts a little bit longer once they see more data. But when they put me live, I should be getting an account with $19,500 in drawdown. So I should be hopefully able to trade decent size in that. Like, I know on Tradeify, daily loss limit is 2,000 and you get 5 minis. Perfect. That's going to keep me in the game. That's exactly how much I need for 5 contracts, because I risk $400 per contract. That's exactly what I do anyway. So once I go live with Tradeify, I'll be excited for that. I would love to go live with Take Profit Trader as well. Because once you start taking big payouts with Take Profit Trader, that 20% hurts. Is ETF sending me live? Not yet. Hope not. I just activated 4 more accounts. Hopefully I'll be able to request like a $20,000, $30,000 payout, and then the following time they'll put me live. Because if they would put me live without letting me take a payout on all these accounts at least once, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna make a video about it. So because then what's the point of having 20 accounts? The best thing to do, Alpine, is take out the payout from your YouTube screen and it will be fine. No, then I will be like those other ICT traders who don't make any money trading and they claim to be great traders. Versus I claim not to be a good trader. I don't even consider myself a good trader and I make money, and I want to be a inspiration to those who are struggling, that it really doesn't take that much to make money trading with prop firms. Completely different ballgame than live accounts. And you don't have to make $200,000, right? You can make $50,000, and for a lot of people that would be life-changing. For me, that's all I wanted to do. You know, I made like 40,000 in 2023, and I thought that was a good year. No, you could DCA as much as you want in Apex. You're a good trader? Nah. I make mistakes all the time. Yeah. It's all right. It's Apex changed that rule so many times that it's hard to keep up. What was my payout in 2024? Who remembers? I never remember. It's I want to say it was 342 or 372. Easy to check. We could just We could just check January stream. Live. $345,000. I think that was my final. Yeah, I feel like my camera was better quality here than it is now. When did I change? Maybe it's the blue light. Maybe I gotta get rid of the blue light. It was also nice to have the chat on stream. Kyle tries to make money using ICT. But is it ICT, or is Kyle just a good trader and he reads the market structure really well and he's able to hold his winners? I feel like that's what it is, okay? I feel like they use ICT to grow their channels more than anything. I don't know. That's my belief. Obviously, I could be wrong, but I believe Kyle is a great trader. We talked about that yesterday. Exactly. Like, ability to hold winners is such a difficult task. No coach is going to teach you that. Is Kyle the Asian guy? Yeah. But how much money is he making? No. Not the future scalper. No. Another Asian guy. No, future scalper is not a great trader. He's very, similar to like what we do. Playing the game with prop firms is more like the word. Kyle is quitting trading now, is moving into Discord membership and course seller. Much easier to make a few $1 million that way than it is trading. Yep, he's got a lot less payouts than I do. And he's pushing a course. And the worst part is if you use his code, he'll give you a free course. That's CME knocking on the door. It's like, hello. And then you wonder why you get banned from YouTube. Oh, he has ads now? Like, I like Kyle, but some things are... Like, I'll show you one thing I saw this morning. I didn't watch it. I just saw the thumbnail. I'm going to open up with that. Oh, it's a new video. That's why. I must have clicked on the video, but I never watched it. It says I watched some of it, but... Well, unless he's talking about... Unless he's talking about like it's not the strategy, it's the mentality. So I don't know the context, but let's see. Stupid simple trading strategy. Easiest way to trade ICT concepts. Stuff like that. Clickbaits, man, clickbaits. That's why I believe they use ICT. Okay, that's what I think ICT is. It's not so much for their trading; it's for their channel growth. That's my opinion, but yeah, Dominican trader. That's another thing. Is like I don't want people following me, and I don't want people to do my strategies. You know, like I want you guys to just have fun and to get entertained and trade your own thing, and then we just talk. I'm not gonna be here taking a trade, and if I lose, I'm gonna tell you guys, remember, trading is risky. Don't take my trades. Don't copy trades. And if I win on a trade, guys, did you take that trade? Who took that trade? Who took that trade with me? Like I'm not gonna. That's so bad. I don't know. I used to love watching that kind of content too, though, as a newbie. But damn. I mean, that's not scamming. That's just part of YouTube algorithm, Perry. That's how he's growing his channel so fast. Again, I don't want to talk negative about anyone. It's just, it's not a negative talk. It's just reality, right? Like what I just said about Jade Cap. Like I think he's one of the best traders. Him and Kane, I think. And then I have a couple other. They're like good, but then I have a couple other people that I talk to that are not as big on social media, and I think they're the best traders I know. This guy Okala, he's sometimes in the chat. I think he's hands down the best, most consistent trader. Um, and then like I have another friend that's not really maybe the best trader, as in like, you know, we come to trading live accounts, maybe not, but when it comes to prop trading, he's freaking amazing. Oh yeah, Brian. That's why I never talk about my bias, and like I'm a long bias trader in general. But like I am not gonna be here sitting like, oh, I think the target of this market is going to be down here. So you should not be longing. Like that's the worst thing that you could do. If you're trading and you're listening to someone that's influencing your decisions and influencing your bias, you're gonna be in big, big trouble. And every time you lose, you're gonna blame them for it. Subconsciously you're just gonna blame them, and it's just not something you want to, you know, start doing. Like I remember last week we had a pretty big red day. At least the opening was pretty red, and I caught which I never do, but I caught the Top Step pre-market show, and I remember Hogue saying it was like the beautiful target up here somewhere, like, you know, it's like pretend like today this was the open, right? And the target would be like up here, and the market just tanks. It's like, why did you give those people that long bias in the first place? You know, who are you to tell people where the market is gonna go? No one knows. Let them decide. Have fun fishing. How can someone be good at prop but not live? It's a completely different ball game. So I am sure that I've had months where I lost money trading and I made payouts. Okay, so I know it doesn't make sense, but it does. If you take let's take 5 take profit trader accounts. Okay, they cost $102 each. And I'm gonna say that you spent, you didn't pass all 5 at the same time. So let's say you spent $1,000. Okay, you spent $1,000 on 10 accounts. You got 5 pass. You failed 5. And then you trade 5 live accounts, or 5 pro accounts, and then you trade 1 account at a time. Right? You don't trade all of them at the same time. You copy maybe 1 or 2, or you don't copy at all. If you trade 1 at a time, it's probably your best bet. And out of those 5 accounts, only 1 gets to a payout, right? So you have $2,000 worth of drawdown on each account. Now, it doesn't mean you lose $2,000. You could really blow an account and be break even on the account, or you could blow the account, negative $1,000. Well, you have $2,000 worth of risk, right? So let's say you did lose 4 accounts times 4. That's $8,000 in losses. And then you got 1 account to, let's say, $3,000. So you lost $8,000. You made $3,000. Your net profit is negative $5,000. But you are a profitable or break-even trader because you made $1,000 payout. So you get a $1,000 payout from this, and you match what you spent. Technically, you should only spend $500, so technically you'll be positive, but you know what I'm saying. That's why it's so much easier to be a profitable trader with prop firms than it is with live accounts. With live accounts, when you lose, so I'll give you another example. With a live account, you start with, let's say, I've only done it with stocks, right? So I've had a live account with futures too, but let's say you start with 10,000. No, that's a big number. Let's say you start with $5,000 in a live account. You make $100, $200 a day, blah, blah, blah. Let's say you get it to $6,000. And then one day is like yesterday and you keep longing, and then you lose $3,000. Right? So now you're down to $3,000 in the account. And now you have to make back $2,000 to be break even to start making money again. Okay, so you already made $1,000 and you lost $3,000, but you're negative $2,000 on the account. So now your balance is $3,000. In order for you to start making money again, first and foremost, you have to make a $2,000 profit. Versus on the prop firm, you have $5,000 drawdown. You get this to, $1,000 profit, whatever, because it works different. It's a drawdown. So if you make $1,000, you have $1,000 profit, and then you take a $3,000 loss. Again, you still got to make that money back. But in case, if you blow this account, right? So in the more extreme level, if you blow this account, $5,000 of drawdown, you don't start at negative 5,000 on the next account. You start at 0, right? You just pass another eval. Versus on a live account, if you lose $5,000, you always have to make that $5,000 back in order for you to start making money. On the prop firm, when you lose $5,000, you start a new account and you start at zero. And the only thing is your cost, right? So maybe $300 or whatever for the account. But you start at zero and then you could just make the payout. So it's just a much different mental game. I wouldn't struggle without the ORB. I just wouldn't make nowhere near as much payouts. But that's where, take away every trader's main strategy and see how they do. But Sean, your mentality is too small when you say that. You have to start when you say that, Sean, I think of you as a big boy and you want to make big boy money. You're out of drawdown. There is no trailing drawdown. What account? Look at my accounts. No trailing drawdown, no trailing drawdown, no trailing drawdown. No trailing drawdown, no trailing drawdown, no trailing drawdown, no trailing drawdown, no trailing drawdown. And I could just keep going down the line. No trailing drawdown, no trailing drawdown. If you're talking about big money, there's no trailing drawdown. You're out of that drawdown. So don't worry about the trailing drawdown. Obviously the positive of having your live account is the taxes. I think that's the biggest. So frustrating how long Take Profit Trader takes to remove profits from your account? No. It takes a couple hours. Request the night before. Always. ORB is solid, but it's very seasonal. It can't be the only strat because you can make your money in 3 months and make your year. I just made $142,000 in 3 months. My year is made. I made $200,000 this year. A couple bad months, and my year is good. So now it's whatever happens now. It's whatever, and I'm sure there's gonna be at least a couple good months, right? There's gonna be at least a couple more good months, and then I'm gonna make another $100,000. I'm gonna be at $300,000 in a year, and it could be seasonal. That's every strategy. Every trader trades a strategy that is seasonal. There's no strategy that is not seasonal. I come from the land of small cap trading. Okay, small caps are very, I guess seasonal is the right word. I forget, there was another word that they used. Victor, it's too late. I guess if you maximize the good periods, I'm gonna show you. Our rotation of accounts is huge. That helped me big time in the beginning. But see, no one knew that was the game back then. Like I kind of started that whole thing. It's like you only risk what you pay for the account. No one was like, it's like, oh my God, that's so obvious. Everyone was like, oh my God, that's genius. To me, that was like common sense. I still feel that way, even though I don't talk about it as much because prop firms get mad. It's like, oh, you're risking our money. It's not, you shouldn't be so careless. Am I still rotating accounts? As in what? Like I just made $1,000 on an account and now I'm trading another account. Yes. In that sense. Like I don't trade all my accounts at the same time. I leave a few accounts that are not traded. How do you size? That's just same as my opening range trade. That's very discretionary. You know, I decide on the fly what I'm going to size. It's hard to keep up with what size is what. Bigger accounts, I take bigger size. Accounts are under the safety net, I take biggest size. Once I'm over the safety net, you could see I'm taking small size. So it all depends. See, like this account is only like 3,000, so I'm taking a little bit bigger size. This account is also uncapped from Bullnox. So I'm going to try to grow this account as much as I can to be able to request a big payout in 10 days from Bullnox again. Yeah, I scalp. So the trailing drawdown doesn't bother me. The trailing drawdown doesn't bother me at all. I'm one of the few traders that doesn't pay attention much to it. It does suck. It does, like Wednesday happened to me where I missed my take profit by a tick and then went to break even. So I lost like $1,000 of drawdown, even though I broke even on the trade. It did suck, but I'm going to unveil how much money I've made in July and then how much money I've made since starting my new opening range trade on May 12th. And we're going to do that unveiling at like 12 o'clock. Because I'm going to do a poll. I'm going to ask you guys roughly how much do you think I've made in profits on the account itself, including the blown accounts, of course, and everything. Not the evals, just funded. Arco's taking over for Corey. Corey's probably hanging out in some other streams for now. She'll be here. She's a busy girl. She's awesome, though. Corey is like in every stream. Every stream I go to, she's in there. She should really, I don't know what she does for a living, but maybe she should be a moderator for some Discords and get paid. She just seems like that type of person. But she might be too nice for that, actually. She needs to, as a moderator, you have to be kind of, you know. Take a quick scalp. I kind of missed that entry right there. Just gonna have some fun with this account, guys. Just scalping. I'm not good with bearish markets, so just gonna scalp. Usually I go for like 27 ticks, but today I'm just gonna. Do I have a girlfriend? No. I do not. What you got going on this weekend? I'm actually off. Because this weekend is the big festival that I get to DJ every year, but this year it's canceled. So I took off this weekend. So tonight I am driving my parents to the airport during rush hour. So that's going to take me a few hours. Tomorrow I'm going to the dealership to get my oil change on the 911. And then probably going to do Top Golf. And then we'll see. The 10-second rule with some prop firms, there's not many that have that rule anymore. Most of them removed it. Man, 15 tick scalps are back, baby.
Let's go, Alpine. Alpine scalper is back.
Yeah, the one by me, it's far. It's like an hour away. It sucks, but it's fun. I am shocked they haven't made one around here. We have so many ranges around my area, and none of them are smart. Like even like regular rangers should just become smart rangers where they have the balls that track and everything. Because now just hitting the ball is not even fun anymore. Maybe next year I'll go golfing. Or maybe end of this year. Probably not. Nah. But you know what? When I go down to the BDH, maybe I will go with Nutty one time. Nutty's a great coach, okay? He should be a coach Nutty when it comes to golf. He's got patience. He's not gonna make fun of you. You know. He's got those expensive clubs, so he'll let you borrow them. You and Nutty coming out to South Florida? Yeah. Most likely in November. Do you make more with properties than your DJ job? Oh yeah. I make like 150 to 200 DJing. Now it's probably gonna be like in the 150 because I am slower. I bring more people to the job, so my payroll's higher. And the photo booth business, I am kind of slowing down a big time. I'm using Roadcaster. How come you're a Rangers fan and not a Devils fan? Because I grew up in Poland. I didn't grow up in New Jersey, so I was a Rangers fan in Poland already. DC fan, what's going on, bro? You ready for another giveaway today? What is my biggest payout in a year? Well, last year. We're getting in this chop. I'm gonna just place orders down so that way. My biggest payout month is 82,000. How can you create OCO orders in QUANTOWER? In order to do that, you already have to place the trades, and then you just hit OCO on the trade, and then link it, and then it's gonna link it together. So you'll see if I get filled on this one will cancel. With 82K monthly, is it considered rich in the US? Yes. That puts you in the top 10%. But that's 1 month, right? So let's see how it canceled the other order. But yes, that's 1 month, right? That's not every month. But there's levels to rich. Kind of got there in a poor spot. We failed to make a new high here, so it's not good. Down 20 points here. I'll do my old school scalping. Try to work out of this trade. So like every trade I take is going to be individual, right? So every trade's going to have a 15 tick target. Yeah, I'm going to focus on, after this trade, I'm going to focus on just traps, like the trap entries. So like previous swing lows. I feel like that's going to be the key. Right now, this could rotate back down. I'm going to be screwed, but hopefully it lets me out and then I could just regroup. There we go. Thank you. I don't know why it plays this song from where I ended it. Why doesn't it play it from the beginning? I posted my garage on like a garage Facebook post. Man, I'm getting so many likes. All right, let's see if we can get a sell off here. Yeah, I made this post. It's my garage. Damn, I missed so many hours of streaming because of building this thing. This was before. Well, it wasn't this bad. Like when I had the walls up and whatever, like it was just a garage. It was already dusty and stuff here, but it was okay. It was like a normal garage, really. When I told my parents I'm gonna paint my garage black, they looked at me like, "What is wrong with you?" And now they love it. How much did you spend to get that job done? I did most of it myself with my dad. The only thing I didn't do was the sheetrock. I have a pretty good friend. So sheetrock and spackling they did. That just takes too long. But like the electric, so you see all these wires here. This wire, there's wires here in the corner. Like it's hard to see, but these are exposed wires going to the house from the electrical panel. So we like made a thing to hide all that stuff. Then back here is a fireplace. You can't tell, but this is like, it comes out a little bit. So back here is a fireplace. So I was like, how am I gonna, I can't paint that the same way I could paint this wall because it's not sheetrock. It's just, I don't know. It's rock, right? Whatever. So I was like, oh, let me put these panels in. So these right here is the same panels I have in here, except those are the cheap version. These are the expensive version. I regret not going for the expensive version, but yeah. The floor was 2,500. We did it ourselves. The lights were like $300, maybe $400. Did it ourselves. So it wasn't really that much. You know, you just gotta. The floor was the most expensive. It was just a lot of work, you know, a lot of time. That's Swiss tracks. How do you get the overview of your accounts? That's a plugin. Plugins. It won't let me send it. When I get my shit together, when I get my shit together with trading, I want to be like Alpine. Yeah. We always want to be better, right? Like I want to make $2 million. And again, it's the destination or the journey. Which one do you want? Which one do you want? Do you like to be at the destination already, or would you prefer to have a nice journey to get to the destination? Like, don't get me wrong, once you become financially stable and you have no debt, and again, you go to, like I did yesterday with tires and stuff, you don't even think about it. You don't think about the cost. Like, for example, my parents, right? They're going to Poland for 3 weeks. So yesterday I was at their house. We had dinner, and then I was setting up my mom's phone. I have an older iPhone. So I was setting that up for her, copying all her. I made a duplicate of her iPhone on the older one. So she could just put a SIM card in Poland in that phone and have 2 phones. My dad's calculating, all right, if we do that versus if we just do the monthly plan with Verizon, the international plan is $100 per line. And in Poland, we could just do it for $50. Like, which one is better? And I'm just like, Dad, can you just stop? Do both. Especially for Mom, because she doesn't know how to operate Wi-Fi and stuff. My dad's gonna have Wi-Fi and stuff, so he doesn't need as much data. And my mom doesn't use data at all. She just calls people and texts, doesn't use any apps. But like worrying about $100 this way or that way. That's how most people live, And my parents do really well. Like, they have a nice house and they do well, and they never made a lot of money. They just work hard and save, and they're like, I'm the same way when it comes to work. I always want to work. I always want to find something else to do. I always want to change things. So like now with my office, I want to change stuff already. It's been a few months and I want to change it. My DJ equipment, I always change stuff, always working on upgrades. It was fine, but I want to change it. Same thing with the car. I always want to do something to the car. So it's the same genes, right? I want to, like, they've always been working on the house. They're going to my cousin's wedding in Poland. We still have a house in Poland, so of course they're going for 3 weeks so they could work on the house in Poland because they need some upgrades. Every time my dad goes to Poland, it's working on the house. Exactly, Rob. So like, I love when people say it's like, oh, why don't you just move to a different state or a different country so you have lower taxes? And I'm like, what? Why would I move away from my family and friends to save money on taxes when I could just make more money and stay where I am? Now there is some, like, if I was in New York City, I'm leaving. There's no shot I would stay in New York City, but that would be way before this. That would be even during DJ times. But like in New Jersey, I feel like we have everything we need. We have 4 seasons, right? We have the summer, we have the winter, so I could go skiing, I could go to the beach. So I have both. We have nice fall, spring varies. I want to go to the beach. I want to go to a tiki bar. I have that. I have everything I need around me. And yeah, the taxes are high. My property taxes went up a lot. You never own in New Jersey. Like when you own a house in New Jersey, you don't own it because you're always gonna pay taxes, and it's a lot. I bet you I pay more taxes in a year than you would pay in like 4 years in other states. How much are the taxes on average on like, you know, an average house? Come on, market, move. In about 20 minutes, I am going to start adding my trade-related accounts to my journal, and then we're going to talk about my profits. I should make a video about it and not talk about it on stream. I think the video would do well. My 100K account's paying around 15, 16. Yeah, so it's similar to here. Podlasie. $1.5 million house for, yeah. How is it $4,000 a year? How do you pay for school? It's crazy, right? But then your income tax is higher, so it balances out, but still. After 3 withdrawals, Charles. So on the 4th one, you could actually, no, you're right. So with Bullnox, I don't know when you could withdraw into a safety net. After 3 withdrawals, you could withdraw uncapped amount, but still above the safety net. Being able to live from trading or make a main income in the US is very difficult, yes, but so it is everywhere in the world, because in the US, you have an opportunity to make a lot of money somewhere else to be able to start trading, versus other countries, you're not going to make enough money to be able to trade. Now, prop firms are a little bit different, right? But I'm talking about real trading. In the US, you need $25,000 minimum to day trade stocks. And if you want to use a US broker in Europe too, you have to have $25,000 minimum. You can't go below it. If you go below it, you can't trade the next day. That's going to get dropped now, but it's been like that forever. Come on, we're going to get a bounce or we're going to sell off. You can day trade through European brokers, the US markets nowadays? Really? Like who? I'm talking about stocks, not futures. Yeah, they're going to drop it. I think it was, forget what they said it was. Okay, Snake Eyes, that's a good point. Okay, so you say you could trade with less than $25,000, but how are you gonna get margin? The stocks are so expensive nowadays. Yeah, I think. Do you? I mean, I don't know. Do you think that futures prop firms had something to do with that? Are they taking away the stupid money from the markets? The stupid young money is being taken away from the stock market into the futures market on sim. I wouldn't be surprised one bit. Most future prop firms are not regulated, so why would they care? Because if new traders are funding future prop firms instead of putting $2,000 or $3,000 into their brokers and then losing it as a rite of passage, there's got to be a deficit somewhere. When I started trading, everyone was trading small caps, penny stocks, because they were cheap to get into. You know, you could have a $3, $4, $5,000 account and make some decent money. Another two-legged pullback right there, but I'm just gonna play traps on the scalps. Isn't that pennies on the dollar? No, that's what you think, but once it's hundreds of traders, I don't know. I'm just trying to think. Why would they lower the PDAT now and not before? Do I need a video editor? I do, but I don't know how to make videos for people to edit, so it's a problem. Remember Short Trader? Oh yeah. Good old days. Seems everyone started with Ross Cameron method. I was always a short seller. So I did the opposite of Ross, but he's killing it now, man. I think he made like 1.2 million in July. Like a trade recap and make a short. That would be pretty cool. Even though I don't trade that much. But that would be pretty cool. I would like to get your short content out of like stuff that we talk about. Getting some short content out of it would be nice too. Do I do any crypto? I have like $4,000 in Bitcoin. Wow, what a bounce. Two-legged pullback right here, guys. 1, 2. Well, we had one as well here, so I don't know. All right, we're going to play some traps. See if we could get a couple more scalps here. Wow. That's a 100-point move right there, guys. Straight up. Wow, what a move. Anyone long in this trade, guys? And this is not this trade, but this move. You're long on the Phidias static. Oh, that's like the best trade to be long on the static account. I kind of want to do Phidias again. I want to get a live account with Phidias so I could start making money on the... That's my goal. Get a live Phidias account so I could have a live account. I want to have as many live accounts as I can, really, on top of the props. So like a Phidias live account, Elite Trader funding eventually. Hopefully one day Take Profit Trader. But Take Profit Trader is already a live account, right? Daily payouts. Trade day. I gotta get trade day going. Yeah, you could email me. Send me some ideas. Long yes, but close too early. Well, with the market conditions that we've been having, it's hard to hold because you don't know this is going to happen, right? Hope we get a wash. I'm so tempted to jump in because if I jump in, it's going to be the top and then it's going to pull back. It doesn't show open P&L on the bottom right. I'm not in the trade. Wow. What a move. Am I using any tool I don't show you? Not really. I have longer time frame charts, but that's about it. Funny clips. You're gonna have to hang out in the stream for a bit to understand my strategies, but I don't teach, so you're just gonna have to hang out and see. But welcome to the stream. Yep, I stream every day. But I have a specific trade I do at the very beginning of the day that I don't do on stream. So a lot of my profits are made from that because I copy trade a lot of accounts. I'll take a stab early, but there you go. That was 15 ticks right there. I mean, 15 ticks is going really well right now. I haven't scalped in so long, and today is just feeling really good for scalping. Makes me want to scalp my Take Profit Trader account for more profit. Do I only trade NQ? Yes. That is a yes. It's the most liquid and violent. ES is liquid too, but it's not as violent, and then everything else is like illiquid in my opinion. Do you only go for 15 ticks every trade? No. Today I'm trading differently. Usually I go for 25 to 30 ticks. I'm not using my strategy right now because the volatility is pretty high. And I don't really know how to trade bearish markets. I am a very long bias trader. I barely take any short trades. I feel like gold is very slow. I don't know why. Maybe I just don't understand how it moves. I'll pull it up right now. Yeah, like, it looks to me, the gold looks very like choppy. I'm gonna go get my power drink and then we're gonna unveil my profits on my trading for the last 3 months. Am I seeing the price action better than with tick charts and 1 minute chart? Yes, that's for sure. Forgot about that's an obvious. That's an obvious yes that I forgot to mention. I love the tick charts. I don't know who was the first person that told me to do it. Because I used to use tick charts, but I didn't really care too much for them. And then someone mentioned it again in the stream. And I was like, you know what? Let me take a look. And ever since then, I'll be right back, guys. 2 minutes. Well, not even 2 minutes. 1 minute. I don't know if it was you, Ghost Bear. I remember. Wow. How did I get missed? I'm gonna get in so it comes back and gets me. I gotta stop doing that. That's the second time I did that. Big resistance up there for now. It's not Red Bull, it's full throttle. Full throttle. If you're watching, I want a sponsorship. Thank you. Why $1,500 less aftermarket? Or what do you think? What? You lost me there, bro. YK, have fun at the gym. See you on Monday. Have a good weekend. Thank you for tuning in. I don't know what you're saying. $15 ticks? No, there's 1 point has 4 ticks. Na razie. Dobranoc. Thanks for stopping in. And good job on your 1.8K. Look at that. And what's my strategy with Take Profit Trader and the intraday on the Pro? But funny clips. I don't trade like this. This is my first time scalping in a long time. Usually I do 27 ticks. It's just I've been getting either missed by profit target or just not enough trades. So I'm just scalping. I love to scalp. It gives me like a lot more trades in a day. I wouldn't reset the Take Profit Trader account. But what is my trick or strategy on Take Profit Trader to avoid the intraday drawdown? I love intraday drawdown accounts. Not by choice, but it's what I grew up with, right? Apex, Bullnox, everything I traded for the most part in my beginning stages was always intraday trailing drawdown. Now it does suck sometimes, but I just take profit quickly and I trade one trade a day. And I don't try to make, like, if you take profit trader and you try to get to a payout in one trade in one day, that trailing drawdown is gonna get you. Right? That trailing drawdown is gonna get you. But if you trade once a day or 2 times a day, and you take a nice trade, you take your profit and you move on to the next day, it's not really gonna affect you. And then if you take, the trick is that, here's the trick. Right? So how can we do this on the chart? Maybe we can do it on the chart. How about we use, I don't know. So this is your profit. This is your trailing drawdown. So it keeps following you, right? It keeps following you. And the thing is, like, once you hit a loss, right? So when it pulls back to your loss, not to the trailing drawdown, but to your loss. Okay, let me rethink this. Hold on. So let's say you're in a trade from here, right? You're holding the trade, right? You're holding the trade. And then it pulls back. So if it pulls back one contract, you lost 785, right? So then it pulls back. Oh my God. I sold way too soon. And it pulls back and you finally stop out right here. You lost $780 worth of drawdown. Let's say, because you didn't make enough. This would be, oh yeah, you would still lose 780. Okay, so you lost $780 worth of drawdown. Now, your account automatically becomes static drawdown. So if you use the 150K accounts, you have $4,500 worth of drawdown. You lost 780. So that puts you at 3820 roughly, right? Now you have $3,820 in drawdown. This is static, okay? It's no longer trailing drawdown. Next trade, no, you don't have trailing drawdown anymore. It's no longer a trailing drawdown. Next trade that you take does not have trailing drawdown. You could go up $500, break even, you know, doesn't work. You up 500, you stop out, break even. You didn't lose any drawdown. Until you make your $780 back over the highs of your account, you have static drawdown. Okay, that is the mental trick. Whatever the math is, I don't know. Do you understand that? Let me see if I can find an account that I don't have a full drawdown in. To give you an example. Made back my losses on Tradeify. I pretty much have full drawdown on all my accounts. But on Wednesday, on my Take Profit Trader accounts, I lost $1,000 worth of drawdown. And what did I do? I didn't care. It sucks. But more so sucked about the trade itself than the drawdown. But you have static drawdown. When you take a loss on the trailing drawdown, you have static drawdown until you blow the account or you make that loss back. Once you make it back to 780, then it becomes trailing drawdown again. But the full amount, whatever the account was. What prop firms are the best right now? Well, you just missed some good sales. But Take Profit Trader and Tradeify are definitely top 2. Apex is top as well if you want to scale and have a lot of accounts with big payouts potential. And then you have Lucid, you have Top Step, you have My Funded Futures. They're all good. It's just going to be preference and what sales they're running, you know. Like Tradeify sale recently that ended yesterday was sick. Give me advice or your thoughts. What should I be aware of with bull knocks? If I trade some scalps, making and trying to make $100 a day, is it allowed? Yes. What do you want to be aware with bull knocks? Having a big day, okay? Having a big day and then having small days. So you can't make $3,000 on bull knocks. Another $3,000. Let's say first 2 days of the account, you full port on news or whatever. You make $3,000 for 2 days, right? Now your consistency is 50%. You're up 6K. You have to trade for 8 more days. Now you trade for 8 more days and you do the math. How much money do I need to make to get to 40% consistency when I have $3,000 a day? So you do the math. 3,000 divided by 0.4. You have to make $7,500 total. You already have 6K. Now you just got to make $1,500 more to get to a payout with bull knocks. So you traded for 2 days. You got to trade for 8 more days. So you divide $1,500 divided by 8, and you make $187 a day. You will get denied because you're not trading consistently. They're going to count these $187 days as flip days. You play the game. Now, if you make $1,000 and $1,000 and then you make $300-$400, then probably not going to be a flip day. But when it's significant difference and it's so obvious that you do it in the beginning because there's no risk, they're slapping people on their wrist. Denied. Got to trade more. And then people make a big deal about it on social media. Bull knocks is definitely tightening up because of the scammers and gamers. Yes, every prop firm has to. Just how it is, you know. And then I don't have any issues because I trade so consistently. My P&L, like I change, like literally sometimes I change my tick size for profit just so my P&L does not look the same like it did the day before and the day before that. But yeah, soon. All right, it's 12 o'clock. Let's work on my Tradeify account here. I'm gonna still place a couple trades here, but I'm gonna work on my Tradeify accounts, guys. I am going to add them into my I'm going to add them into my journal, and then we are going to show my profits. This is Lucid. Okay, just want to show you guys my Lucid account. Lucid account, first day, took a daily loss limit of $1,200. I had about $700 left in drawdown after that. And I got this account to a payout. Got this account to a payout, then I took a loss after that, and I had around $300 worth of drawdown. And now I have $1,269 in drawdown. Account is saved. Let's go. Anyway, let me pull up my Tradeovate. I'm gonna export my trades from Tradeovate, and then I'm gonna input them into my journal that I got. I'm gonna show you guys what the journal is. It's free, it's great. For now at least. Okay, and one more. Okay, let's see if that works. You could withdraw into the buffer. So with Lucid 50K, it's $3,000 target, and then you withdraw 2,000. You get paid in 1 minute into your bank account, and they take no profit split. I'm in the trade, and I'm out of the trade. Almost $1,000 right there. Oh my goodness, man. I am excited. I'm making a poll, guys. Okay, so vote. So the question I have is, how much money do you think I accumulated or lost in my funded accounts? I talk about this all the time, how you could be unprofitable as a trader and make money trading with prop firms. But if you've been watching me, I had no idea what my number was, so I figured out I would try to get it all together. And how much profit was generated in my funded accounts total, including the blown accounts. And then give me 5 minutes. I'm going to add Traderify accounts here. I wish I could also record this portion of the stream, but I don't know how. Once I start recording on OBS, the stream will lag, unfortunately. That's all right. I'll make a video about this anyway. On Take Profit Trader on Traderway, do I have to buy the data package separately? No. Make sure you just sign the document. Make sure you log in. Let's say if you're using Take Profit Trader and you log into NinjaTrader, you have to log into Traderway first to sign the documents. I have an issue with my funded futures on that. I reset 50K eval on Take Profit Trader and I have blown yesterday, but now I can't log into Rhythmic Trader Pro. Interesting. I don't know why that would be the case. Which Traderify plans do I use? I use mostly the advanced. So the FA is funded advanced, funded advanced, funded advanced, funded advanced, and then this is straight to funded. So I've won straight to funded because they had 50% off. But now what they had the last couple of days, now is a really good deal. I would have done the 100K straight to funded. What advantage do you see using tick charts versus 1 minute chart? It's much faster. So it's a faster time frame, but it's only faster when there's volatility. So it's not like using a 30-second chart or 25-second chart where the candles are always going to be the same. Here, it's faster when it's volatile, and it's actually a lot slower when there's less volatility. So one candle could take longer than 1 minute when there's no volatility. And just by looking at the candles, I'm able to tell how the price is moving, what the ATR is in a sense. Maybe not exact ATR, but just visually, I'm able to tell if the market's moving a lot or if it's moving slow. But it gives me, the advantage is that it gives me more setups. Like the patterns that I trade, the two-legged pullbacks, the traps, it gives me more setups. They happen more often. Maybe it's less accurate sometimes, but no, I have the same PC. I have a new PC that I'm going to switch over to. I have a Beast PC, 5080. The only thing I do on it right now is play Call of Duty, but I'm going to be switching everything over to that PC. All right. Cast your votes. Did I break even? You know, give or take 10K buffer. Did I actually stay negative? So did I blow more accounts? I had 2 big red days. Did I make 50K? Did I make 50 to 100K? Or did I make 100 to 200K in profit in my funded accounts in July? I'm going to do the unveiling in 1 minute. First, I'm going to show you guys the calendar. Actually, no, the calendar already has the total. Well, I guess I'll show it this way first and then. Drum roll, please. I don't have a drum roll. Build up the suspense.
How much money did Alpine make in his accounts in July? Is he just gambling? Or is his strategy actually working? We'll find out in 1 minute!
You guys ready? Come on, we have only 100 votes. I want to get to like 150 votes. Come on, 150 votes. Some of you guys are probably in my Discord already, so you probably already know. Anyway, let's do it. This music on a Monday morning would be fine. This music on any day, any time is fine. Yeah, not the time to change rules. I don't want to be like those prop firms out there. All right, here's the calendar of July. So the big 2 losses were $54,000 and $37,000. Again, to remind you, this $54,000 loss did not have to be a $54,000 loss if I just either accepted my open range trade loss, or if I didn't use a tighter stop. I used like a 56 tick stop on the opening range trade. If I used the 80 tick stop, I would have won on the opening range trade, and this would have been a green day. It was a red day, and I wanted to make the losses back because I didn't lose that much. All right. So that's that. And then this was also a tighter stop, and I lost on Monday this week. And then there was a bunch of issues with copy trading, let's say on Wednesday. No, Wednesday was a break-even day. And then copy trading issues yesterday. So these 2 days could have been a lot more. And here is the oh yeah, I don't want you changing the votes now. $186,000 in the month of July. This includes the blown account from this day and any blown accounts that I blew in the month of July. Also, there's a bunch of days that Tradeify did not copy. Okay, so I missed out on another. It should have been well over 200,000. Okay, should be well over 200,000. Now let's take a look at June. Bullnox code ended. Let's take a look at June. $107,000. And I had 3 losing days and a couple break-evens or small losses. This could have been an opening range trade win, but a loss on something else. 2 opening range trade losses, I believe. And let's take a look at May. So this was a tough start to the May, but once we started doing the new ORB from May 12th, May was still pretty good, 67,000. Boom. $361,000. No, this can't be right. Something's wrong. Something's wrong, guys. This was bigger, and I added more profit now, and it's less. I had an issue with the... let me see if my Tradeify accounts are displaying properly. Okay, they kind of are. So how do I make less? I'm going to show you guys something. Oh, I know. Never mind. Never mind. It's this right here. So May 12th is when I started doing the opening range trade again. I was like, it's like it was 380,000. I just added. It should be at 400. There it is. $411,000 in my accounts since May 12th. This includes losses and blown accounts. But obviously, a lot of the accounts I blow are not blown. They're at break even. How can you have 10 winning trades, 1 loss, and be down 3K? Let's take a look. I'll show you how. Don't look at the trades, guys. The trades don't matter here, okay? Because this doesn't count trades the way it should. Because like here, I don't think I streamed on the Friday 13th because I had work. Let's see. Yeah, I didn't. So I mean, I don't know. Maybe no, the 12th. What day was the wedding on Thursday? 17th. There you go. Here. I know this for a fact. I know I didn't trade after the open because I had work. See how it says 25 wins? It's a 1 win. It's 1 win. It's 1 trade. But where was it? Like this one, 10 wins, 1 loss. Because the loss was $8,000. How the hell? What did I lose $8,000 on? Account 350. I don't remember that. What day is this? See, like, I don't understand what this means. Account 350. Don't I still have account 350? Yeah, this is wrong. That's wrong. Yeah, that's... See, like, there's a lot of glitches with the software still. I could tell already. Let's find what day that is. And let's see if I could find a screenshot. So that's June 20th. June 20th. How can I find that in the Discord? Can you type by the date? Maybe my Twitter. Yeah, we need a recount. This might be much higher than I thought. Oh, wait, did I take a... No. Not a payout. Clearly, opening range trade won that day. June 20th. I'm going to scroll on my Twitter. June 20th. June 20th. Yeah, I'm green. Can't tell what account, but yep. So see, this is not accurate. It's gonna be tough to I'm gonna email the guy to see if he could find something. Because at first I was thinking, what if I left the trade open, but this is right at night at the opening trade. Man. But yeah, this was my P&L from that day. 10 grand. I had work. So one of these, I know I still have that account. There's no way you could lose $8,000 and have an account with Apex unless... Because I had an issue. Let me show you guys. I want to check all my losses. I had an issue. where it would give me an error. It would give me this error. And you said you fixed it for me. I wonder if that's what's causing it. It doesn't have an exit. I wonder if I could import this into a different journal. Let's compare Lucid. I lost the journal. Where the hell did I put it? Did I close it? Oh my god. I'm a dumbass. Oh no, I didn't. All right. So let's take a look at Lucid. I forget which account, but which account is the 50K? Can't even tell which one it is. SC09, this one. Okay, so let's compare that to this. Yeah, this is all accurate. Right, so we have 270, 260, 243. That's all accurate. 344, 399. Yeah, so that's all the same. Yeah, that sucks though. Gonna have to redo this somewhere else. I'm gonna email him, see if he could find what the reason is. Let's find another day like that. That seems weird. It's like, this makes sense. That's like a blown account. I could tell, right? Those make more sense. It's really that one day that's kind of weird. Like, this is gonna be wrong too. I didn't make $58,000. What the hell did Oh man, yeah, this is not accurate. Oh. That is not accurate. So when he thought he fixed it, he didn't fix it. But it's close to that number though, Dalvin. There's gonna be losses and wins. I don't think we need to recount that bad. It's very green. Still gonna be 66 figures. But yeah, that's kind of weird. Okay, let's take a look. Elite Trader funding. I'm gonna try to upload these accounts to a different journal, but let's see if they compile properly. It's gonna be much easier to do it moving forward. Like every day I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna be able to spot the error. Okay, account 52. I just took a payout from this account yesterday. So on the 16th, I've made $1,500. So on the 16th, I made 1,500. So I don't know how this is getting. Yeah, a calendar with payouts would be nice. Like even like daily, when did I request? Or because I only do it when I request payouts. I don't know if I should. Is it better to do it when you receive the payout or when you request? It depends on the prop firm, right? Like with Apex, I do it when I request. I don't do it when I get approved. With Bolnox, I do it when I get the payment. Like whatever day I get the payment is when I count it for that month. All right, I'm gonna email the guy and see. Yeah, so scratch that, guys. We're gonna have to recount to see exact numbers, but you see pretty much it's incredible how much money could be made. Oh, I'm in the trade. Ooh, I didn't even know that. My desktop volume was lowered. Over take profit trader with trailing drawdown. But take profit, I mean, I don't know. I just talked about trailing drawdown, how I don't think it's a big deal, but it's a big deal when you Benjamin, it was like 160. Well, I'm in a trade here, and so unfortunate because it looks like I got missed How the hell does this happen, guys? Think about it this way. How on earth is this possible? So I miss a fill there. It bounces. And then on the way back down, it fills me and it doesn't bounce. How crazy is that? How the hell did that miss me, huh? It literally touched my order. It had to. What's the low of this candle? Low of this candle is 983.50. Yeah, it touched my order. It didn't fill me, and then I lose. Unbelievable. Well, I didn't lose yet, but that is such bad luck. Holy shit. Yeah, if I would have seen it, I should have canceled the trade for sure. I didn't get any notification I'm in the trade. I lowered the desktop audio by mistake. Rookie. But where are the odds? He said to send him the data and he's gonna go over it on the faulty accounts. So I'm gonna export the day I was down 8,000 that I made profit, and then the day that it shows I'm up 50,000. Come on, baby, go, go, go. Ah, it's gonna tease me like that. I knew it. We might be looking at a sell-off here if we don't bounce. Longs are gonna be trapped. Yep, looks like it. Damn, I can't write to my. Wow, what a trade! What a trade! Unreal. To miss me by a tick, and then to bounce, and then to refill me, go straight down, hit my break even, and then go back down. That's just mind blowing, to be honest. It's like I could not have placed my order in a worse spot. If I would have placed a little bit lower, yes, I would have went through drawdown, would have survived on this bounce, would have survived on that bounce. If I would have placed my order a little bit higher, would have been filled, I would have been out here. It's crazy how my choice of that placement of that order is killing me right now. Literally 2 ticks up or down, big difference. Well, not 2 ticks down, but 2 ticks up. Now I got a decision to make. Because I think this is going to go right back down to 918s. I don't think it's going to go straight down, though. I think it's going to be bouncing a little bit. Yeah, I do use a stop loss. I'm just trying to think if it's better to work this trade out or take a loss. Because I could work out of this trade, and if I lose, I paid 50 bucks for this account, 75 bucks. With activation. So I'm not too stressed about that. I'm more stressed about the fact that the way it's going right now. Do I like the PA today? Yeah, I loved it until now. Nope. All right, it's going to be very, very difficult to survive this, but we're going to try. We're going to try. We got $5,000 worth of drawdown, 3 contracts. It's going to be a meltdown to 918. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, but we're going to try. Yeah, I'm long. I got filled when I was not paying attention. I left the order out, and then it would have been fine if I got filled, but of course I didn't get filled. It bounced off my order like punch of BS. It bounced off my order, right? It did not fill me, but it filled me on the way back down. Now I'm red and touched my break even. And now I'm ready to go on tilt. This is why I don't scalp anymore that much, because this is the biggest tilt possibility for me. Like, what are the odds of this happening? 1 in 100? And it just happens. Seems more like 1 in a million, but it's more common than you think. It happens to everyone. I need a 2-legged pullback and just take the trade for 2-legged pullback. Yep. You can't get 1 tick, but you could blow a full account when you have 1. You know, you're missing 1 tick to get a good trade, and you could blow an account. But you would never make payouts with 1 tick away from your stop loss. Never. Always would hit you. It's crazy. Oh, whatever. It's going to be 1 account gone. If it goes, I don't care. Good way to send it on a Friday. But I'm going to get a 2-legged pullback, and I'm going to long it at that point. I'm not going to buy dips right now. I'm just going to let it bounce if it bounces. But if it doesn't bounce, I'm going to wait for a 2-legged pullback to buy, like 3-4 contracts, and then hopefully get out of it and call it a week. Oh, this is a brand new account, Jose. No profit in it. Besides what I made today, so it doesn't matter. It's crazy because I was doing the journal thing and I just completely did not hear that I got filled into a trade. That's another thing. What are the odds I lowered the wrong fader for the music instead of the music? I lowered the desktop. What are the odds of that? Because I lowered my desktop audio, so I didn't have any cue that I got filled on QUANTOWER. The amount of errors in one single trade is crazy. We're gonna wait for a two-legged pullback and we're gonna add 5 contracts and then all we need is like 10, 15 points and we'll be green. Just need a clean two-legged pullback. Gotta go back to basics. Well, I'm glad I'm not scalping anymore because this is as close to a tilt as you could really get for me. I am so ready to just blow this account already, which I don't get that feeling a lot lately. And that's one of the big things I changed is I have a structural entry and exit for my trades. It kind of just eliminates this like randomness of like, what are the odds of this move happening? 1 in a million, right? This whole sequence, I mean, not the move, but the whole sequence of getting missed by it literally touched my order. How did I not get filled there? I would love to watch that in replay, but unfortunately my chart was down. See how I didn't get filled there? See how it bounced? See how it filled me and then it came back down? I didn't add, I don't know why, and then it came back to retest. And now it's all the way back down. I'm about to blow a $6,500 in 3 contracts. Welcome back, volatility. Welcome back. $6,500 on 3 contracts. Good luck making that, guys. You'll never make $6,500. On 3 contracts. Wow, I can't believe I just blew a 250K account. Oh man, what a bummer. The only thing I care about is that it's 250K and not the 150K. I wish it was the 150K account. I like the 250K better. Should save the 250K for the ORB. It's not going to bounce. This is a complete meltdown into Friday's close, right to the lows here. Well, right on time. I said I'm going to stream till 1 o'clock, right? So right on time, right on cue. Okay, $1,000 left. No giveaway today because obviously I'm not in the mood. Even though I had a good week, I don't give a shit about this account one bit. It's just frustrating because how it happened. But if this would have happened when I was actually trading and whatever happens. You know, I blew a 150K account yesterday or 2 days ago on Apex. Just called it a day. I was like, whatever. I'm not feeling the market. Versus today, I felt really, really, really good with the market. And the account's gone. Hi, champ, but account's gone. But don't worry, I will not tilt. You know, I'm past that stage. One account is enough. To lose $6,500 in one account with 3 contracts is the most amazing thing I think I've ever done. Because every time I blow accounts, I'm like 10 contracts deep. You know, like you start scaling in quickly and you blow. But to blow with 3 contracts, and I didn't buy the top. If I bought the top, that's also different. I didn't buy the top. I bought a dip at support. And to blow an account to go 110 points against you straight down, that's impressive. That's not easy to do. Like, you will never make that kind of profit. You can only make that kind of loss. To make that kind of profit is with 3 contracts. I mean, why don't I just take this trade short on the Take Profit Trader account? Would have made a shit ton of money. But volatility is back, so we're not going to complain. Yep, we're not going to complain. I'm just having some fun here. It sucks. It's never easy to lose, no matter what you do. But I'd rather lose on this, like that, than to go on tilt and do something stupid. This is already stupid enough. I made $1,000 on the other account trading the same way, so I'm not gonna complain. And I was up $1,000 on this account too. I was up $1,000 on this account before I started checking the journal. Then we found out the journal was wrong, started dwelling in it, and I did not notice I got filled into this trade. So I was not even paying attention. Ooh. Yeah, beast account $75. I paid $25 for activation on this account, guys. $75 right here. That's like an eval. You know, the cost of it is an eval. It's the concept that bothers me. How I lost, how I missed a tick for profit or entry. Better than taking that trade in live account? Yeah, for sure. Or any account that matters, right? Any account that matters, this would hurt. Like if I took it in any account, I took it in the account that's brand new. 0 profit in it. So I would have taken it in any of the bigger accounts. That would have sucked. That's why I don't do that. What a nuke. What a nuke. Oh, there's news? Okay. I thought it was just basically a head and shoulders, whatever you want to call it. Right on time, guys. Right on time. I'll see you all on Monday. I'm going to try to figure out this journal and then post a video about it. I'll try to post a video about it if I get figured out. So I got to, he said to, send him the data and he's going to go over it. So hopefully he can fix it. And I will see you guys on Monday. I said I'm going to stream till 1 o'clock because I have to go to the airport, drop my parents off. But first I got to go get lunch. And then got to go to their house, pack them up. And they like to go to the airport early. So I'll see you guys all Monday. That was horrible. This is one of the worst trades ever. Not ever. In the last 3 months, one of my worst trades. But this is why we don't scalp anymore. That's a friendly reminder why this looked all so good. It was a trap. Looked all so good. Made $1,000 on 2 accounts, and all of a sudden, one trade, boom. I could have cut it. I don't know why I didn't. I did not expect this sell-off. I thought it was going to be more like sort of like something like this, right? I did not expect a straight 200-point move down, and I didn't size up. I only had 3 contracts, and to lose $6,500 worth of drawdown in 3 contracts is one of the most amazing losses I've ever taken, because usually I would size up a lot more. I would be like 5, 6, 7 contracts in, and then, you know, the loss starts to pile up really quickly. But when you have 3 contracts, to lose $6,500, that's a lot. Yeah, definitely, Willie. Definitely got to use a stop loss somewhere. I just don't know where on scalping, because you're going for such a small target. You know, it's tough. That's why I don't scalp anymore that much, really. It's great when it works, but when it doesn't, it's brutal. And it's so hard to find a stop loss for scalping. But it's all good. I don't care. Just sucks. But it's equivalent to losing a game in Call of Duty. Let's put it that way. Right? Equivalent to losing a game of Call of Duty last night. I was so pissed. I didn't see that one guy. Had no plates. Ran out of ammo. Same thing. Same feeling. No different. It's not about the money or the account or the loss. It's about loss as in financial loss. It's about the loss itself being wrong, I guess. The sequence of it, you know. Keeps going lower. I guess there is news, like someone, I think Dalvin said. So there's news. So be careful, guys. Market is definitely bearish, which is my worst type of market anyway. So that's why. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. No, see you guys all on Monday. All right. Be good. Take care. And if I get the journal fixed, I'll make a video about it. But definitely got to confirm that it's all correct. Later, guys. Thanks for the support, and good luck for the rest of the